DEI. Can it get any worse? DEI is... What does DEI stand for?
Diversity, inclusion and equity.
Diversity, inclusion and equity. And I sent you a picture the other day. I wasn't sending you a rude picture, but I thought I just couldn't believe it. And it's in Cork. And it's the mayor of Cork. Or as my wife called, when she sent me the picture, said the mayor, or what people are saying on the internet, the mayor of Cock.
Yeah.
Because it's a picture.
Which is in Southern Ireland.
Which is in Southern Ireland. Southern Ireland, as we well know, is a very Catholic, or was a very Catholic, very God-fearing.
Destroyed all that over the last few decades.
Yeah.
Destroyed it all.
And it's a picture of the mayor of Cork, who looks as you would expect the mayor of Cork to look.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a portly, middle-aged man with his full chain and standing there. And he's standing in the middle of a group of, I don't know what I can even call them. What can I call, just perverts? Is that the correct word? Naked men painted with, but basically naked, people dressed in fetish gear, trannies, all that jazz, surrounded by them. I'm not just talking about two people. I'm talking about 30 or 40 people. And he's standing there proudly with that picture taken because it was Pride weekend or some other sort of shit in Cork. And I just thought, this cannot be right. But it was right. It's a real picture. He took it, stood there proudly, the mayor of Cork, in that picture. And I looked at it, I thought, where the hell have we got to as an I know it's technically Europe, but it is Ireland at the end of the day. How have we got from where we were just 10 years ago to this? A picture like that.
If you Google that, you will find
I don't want to.
pictures just like that in every city of the UK. You'll have the Manchester Lord Mayor with his regalia on at Pride next to naked people and people dressed up as dogs or their asses hanging out. That picture is perfectly normal every Pride now.
Yeah, but Nick, forgive me for this, but isn't there such a I mean, you know the law, don't you? Isn't there such a thing as indecent exposure?
Yes.
Where you cannot be naked in public. There's certain laws around decorum, how you have to dress, all that sort of stuff. And if a man was walking down the street naked, he would be when I was younger, he would be arrested. Yeah. Bundled into the back of a police car, hopefully given a damn good beating by some two policemen with truncheons, although they don't have truncheons anymore. Why have we got to the point now? And you make a really good point. Take any mayor in any major city. I'm sure you wouldn't have done it if you've become mayor. Why? Firstly, why do they get these pictures? But secondly, why are those people allowed to dress like that in front of children? I'm guessing.
Yeah. You look at Manchester Pride, it goes on every single year. A lot of it is indecent exposure, a lot of it is lewd behaviour, but the police will say you've got to put it in context. So in context, in a Pride event, that's fine. You can do whatever you want if you're one of the special people. You get away, two-tier policing. We had a naked rambler, do you remember him, over several years?
God, yes, I do.
Constantly being arrested. But he can walk around Pride like that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be arrested. But on the hills and the downs, he'd be arrested.
I remember that, yeah, you're right.
So it's all about, are you one of the special people? It's worse than that. Every year in Manchester, in many cities now across Europe, but in the UK, have you heard of the naked bike ride?
I think I've heard about naked bike riders, but I didn't know, is there a naked bike ride?
Right, every year to celebrate riding bikes naked. It used to go down to Deansgate when I lived in the city centre, and several years, not on purpose, several years I was sat in Dimitri's restaurant looking out the window and here comes the naked
Did you go for your
ride.
special window seat every time that year?
No, but it always made me then want a portion of chipolatas. And here we have again naked people riding bicycles on display.
Scandalous.
And it's narcissistic. It's public display. They're doing it to be looked at. It's a kink. It's a fetish.
Yes.
And if I'd have become mayor last year, I'd stopped it. I'd have banned it.
If you'd have put that in your manifesto, that you would have got more votes, I think.
I might have done.
Yeah.
This is just degrading of society, degrading of social norms. There's no more morality. It's what goes is whatever you want to go. That's why, the Pride events now, it used to be about acceptance of homosexuality. Now it's about acceptance of being a pervert.
Yes.
So you look at the kink on display and all that stuff. Kids are we invite kids to come now to look at the perverts. We're turning into Sodom and Gomorrah. What you do in your bedroom, I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care.
As long as nobody gets hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure in my lifetime I've been a bit freaky in a bedroom, but that's down to me. What we should stop.
We'll not explore that anymore.
Is taking so I'm just thinking about.
Move on. Yeah, stop thinking.
Half a bucket of water, 4 frogs and some barbed wire. It's a hell of an evening. But once you take it out of your bedroom and you have it on display and you're purposely doing it so people look at you, that's a kink.
Yes.
That's a fetish. Yeah. And a lot of these people involved in these organisations are also paedophiles.
Yeah.
There was a story a couple of weeks ago. The founder of Surrey Pride has just been arrested for paedophilia. That was 2 weeks ago. It's always people who have got LGBTQ plus in their bio. Not all of them. Some of them are absolutely not paedophiles, but some of them are paedophiles.
Yes. I think that's been proven many times, hasn't it? And I think Barry Wall, who we talked about in the last episode, our friend, who is very much on the campaign to stamp out this insanity around transsexuals. Yeah. He often says that these are the first steps to normalising behaviours that ultimately will lead to the ability to access children. Yeah. And I think they're now the terminology that within the LGBTQ whatever it is community about paedophiles is now they call them minor attracted persons. Yeah. Because it's kind of that's almost
it's offending to call a paedophile.
Yes.
So we've now got to call them minor attracted persons.
Yeah. And again, we're into the realms of identity politics where minor attracted people, they have rights too.
They have feelings.
They have feelings. We don't upset them, so we need to be inclusive. Yeah. And but of course, the real pederasts, the paedophiles, are seeing this as a gateway. A gateway to children.
It's wide open now. So, do you know what the Q stands for in LGBTQ+?
I thought it was queer.
And what does queer mean?
I have no idea. I don't think queer people know what it means.
If it meant gay, well, why do we need it? Because
queer used to be gay. He's queer or whatever. Yeah.
Queer now stands for queer theory. Queer theory is a critical theory, a bit like critical race theory and gender ideology. And I wrote an article on it, but in a nutshell, queer theory is basically saying there should be no social norms. All social norms are oppressive. Could they oppress someone who doesn't fit into the social norm? We need to remove all social norms, and one of those social norms we need to remove is the barrier between adults and children when it comes to sex.
Jesus Christ.
Because that's a social norm. Children have the right to choose themselves. How dare we dictate to children when they can express their sexuality? And this isn't new. In the 1970s, we had an organisation in the UK called PAI.
I remember that.
Paedophile Information Exchange. It received government grants.
Yeah, Harriet wasn't...
Harriet Harman wasn't part of it, but she was part of Liberty. And they fought on behalf of PAI.
Jesus Christ.
And one of PAI's aims was to reduce the age of consent to 3.
The age of consent, these
to
people.
3. This was a fully legitimate left-wing organisation that was supported by Liberty, supported by members of the Labour Party, and received government grants.
Jesus Christ.
And that was the 1970s. So this isn't new, but all comes under queer theory now, which is one of the most...
But it's coming back now. So when
it never went away. It was just undercover. But now the LGBT thing has taken off. We put Q on it. Q stands for queer. Everyone's going, oh, I'm queer. But under queer is paedophilia.
I think my question was only going to be, why the hell is the mayor of Cork hanging around with these people? Do you think he actually knows why he's there?
No idea. He just knows this is popular. I represent everybody in my community, which he does. I need to go to Pride because Pride is now completely normal, and so he goes along to that. And he's been told, if you don't like any of these things going on here, you're a bigot. Are you a bigot? I'm not a bigot. I'll support them all.
And again, going back to this thing about courage, People should just say stuff about this. Somebody should say, this is not acceptable. When somebody says, oh, did you go to Pride last week? No, I didn't, but what happened at the, that nudity is unacceptable. It's a simple statement, isn't it, to make? People need to be stronger and start saying so. This stuff is not acceptable.
The more we talk about this...
These blokes walking along with two blokes dressed in fetish gear like dogs, that is unacceptable.
It is in public. What we'll find is the more we talk about this, the more we realise the whole LGBTQ agenda is the emperor's new clothes. That everyone else is thinking exactly what we're thinking, but haven't got the courage to say it. Hence why we need to be the ones to say it. That will give other people to go, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I just thought it was me who thought all this was wrong. Hence why we need listeners to say facts like, no, this is perverted and I don't support Pride. And leave it at that.
Yeah. This is perverted, it's right.
It's perverted, I don't support Pride. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.